Who is more free, the monk who owns nothing or the king who owns everything? Modern society believes freedom comes from having less. Ancient India discovered something far more profound. A king who ruled one of the richest kingdoms of his time became one of the greatest teachers of freedom. His name was King Janaka, and what he discovered may become one of the greatest advantage in today's modern world. Most spiritual traditions celebrate those who leave the world behind. The monk, the hermit, the wandering sage. But King Janaka presented a hard-to-believe contradiction. He ruled a kingdom, managed enormous wealth, led armies, solved disputes, governed thousands of lives. Yet many considered him one of the greatest enlightened masters of his age. This troubled many spiritual seekers. How could a man surrounded by power possibly understand freedom? Surely enlightenment belonged only to those who abandoned the world. Or so they believed. At least that was the common wisdom. One day, several respected ascetics gathered in Janaka's court. Many doubted him. How could a king possibly understand detachment? Many doubted him. How could a king possibly understand detachment? As the debate intensified, a messenger burst into the hall. "Your Majesty, the palace is on fire!" Panic exploded. The monks rushed to save their possessions, their robes, their bowls, their few worldly belongings. Fear consumed the room. Yet one man remained still, King Janaka, calm, silent, unmoved. Moments later, the truth emerged. There was no fire, it had been a test. And the lesson was devastating. It changed everything they knew. The men who owned almost nothing feared losing everything. The king who owned everything had nothing to lose. This ancient idea is called Vairagya. It is often translated as detachment, but that translation misses the point. Vairagya is not withdrawal. It is not indifference. It is not abandoning life. It is freedom from psychological dependence. You may possess wealth without being possessed by wealth. You may pursue success without becoming addicted to success. You may love deeply without trying to control everything. The question is not what you own. The question is what owns you. Thousands of years ago, attachment revolved around wealth, land, and power. Today, the battlefield has changed. Our attention has become the world's most valuable commodity. Every notification seeks a reaction. Every platform seeks engagement. Every algorithm seeks control. Artificial intelligence is accelerating this process. The crisis of the future may not be lack of information. It may be the inability to escape it. And this is why the story of King Janaka matters now more than ever. Because the greatest addiction of the modern world is not just money or power, it is attention itself. King Janaka understood a timeless truth. External circumstances always change. Kingdoms collapse, economies crash, careers end, technology evolves. Artificial intelligence transforms entire industries, but attachment remains. The person whose identity depends on external conditions becomes fragile. The person who develops inner freedom becomes resilient. That is why Janaka was more free than most monks, because he mastered the far greater challenge, to live fully in the world without becoming imprisoned by it. Perhaps most of us misunderstand freedom. Freedom is not found by owning less. Freedom is found by needing less. To work passionately, to build fearlessly, to love deeply, to pursue excellence, to embrace life completely, and yet remain inwardly free. Because true freedom is not the absence of possessions. True freedom is the absence of dependence. King Janaka discovered this thousands of years ago, and in this modern age, it may become one of the greatest advantage. If this exploration of ancient wisdom for the modern world resonated with you, subscribe to Woke.Life.Wisdom, where timeless truths meet the challenges of the future.